his bloodstock. He was previously with Clive Cox, and he's £4 below his last win mark, and he's actually very unlucky not to have finished third last time out. He literally just missed out in the last 100 yards, so probably could mark up their last performance, and I thought he may be one for an each way.
And listening to the Shannon team, chairman of the board, he just is so tough and consistent, isn't he? He needed his return run at Doncaster, put up a great run then at Newbury, and also a really, really good effort at headquarters last time. He's tough, really, really tough.
He was getting a bit warm in the paddock. I mean, that's not unusual for these sprinters. You can see down at the start, plenty. The start is so important. They've got to be ready to jump and run. So wait, just remind me of this with the draw. So you high low, say again.
Odds and evens.
High draw numbers.
Yeah, then low.
Okay.
Odds and evens numbers. So
Of course, 31,000 of you are left. A familiar sight on the near side, Dakota Gold, who's won 6 races from 16 at York, won this in 2022, will do his.
So 6 furlongs is the trip, and they break away. Dakota Gold is one of the first to show. Hyperfocus away to the right-hand side. Lethal Levi on the extreme right shows pace with Lethal Nymph down the centre. A Bait leads the group there with Manila Scouse also towards the centre. Mackinac, oh, we've lost one at the back there. I hope that's not an injury, but I fear it may be. It is Hispanic who's come down. Hispanic has come down. The fatal injury, and Summergad was involved in that interference as well. So out in the lead, it is a Bait from Dakota Gold. Lethal Nymph, Lethal Levi over to the far side with Mr. Wagyu. Monsieur Cody comes next with Manila Scouse. Midfield at this stage for Dakota Blue, who's pushed along behind these Magical Spirit. Towards the right-hand side is Woven. Near side chairman of the board trying to get competitive with Wob Wob Wob. It's a Bait and Dakota Gold at the head of affairs with a furlong and a half to go. Manila Scouse trying to come out of the pack, full of running and no room for Abby's Dancer, who's weaving around. Then Great Ambassador Aberama Gold. Dakota Gold has hit the front from a Bait intervention. Woven trying to stay on from the back. Ali's Dancer and Great Ambassador inside the last. Dakota Gold trying to hold on. Ali's Dancer's been some trouble, but he's finishing off strongly now with Great Ambassador. And on the run towards the line, it's Ali's Dancer who thwart Dakota Gold. Great Ambassador, Woven is fourth. A Bait, Mr. Wagyu, intervention, Aberama Gold. A Wob Wob Wob, Manila Scouse, chairman of the board, Lethal Levi. A Badgery, Lethal Nymph, Magical Spirit, Mackinac, and Hyperfocus. Summergad was involved in that horrible incident to Hispanic, which I'm afraid was a very serious injury. The horse has quickly been attended to out on the racecourse, and Summergad, as I say, was involved in that incident. Just pick out the places: Dakota Gold, Great Ambassador far side, Woven is 4. They were clear. A Bait, Mr. Wagyu, an intervention if you get the extra places. Would have been quite an unlucky loser. Ali's Dancer had to wait for a run for quite a while, but when and Kevin Ryan in a race that I'm afraid was rather marred by the horrible injury to Hispanic.
A popular win in this part of the world, because those are the Jack Berry colours. The legendary trainer, Jack Berry House down the road, of course, does so much for the sport, so much for the Injured Jockeys Fund. Wouldn't get a huge price on what colour shirt is wearing today. Always in red is Jack, with the very smart red hanky and the red and white colours. It was a tough watch, that race, Jason. We'll only show the closing stages, of course. Dakota Gold running another good race, but those red and white colours starting to emerge on the right.
Yeah, he comes through with a real smooth challenge. He managed to win at the start of last season at Doncaster, and he came back to try and do the same again. I can only think that the rain has got in a bit to the ground, because we know he was a bit of a mudlark, really.
absolutely, he usually loves soft